As the push continues to implement healthier lifestyle choices, some farmers say government policies should be revised to support cultivating healthier foods for America. A report from the president's Make America Healthy Again Commission blames a poor diet as one of the leading causes of childhood chronic diseases. But some farmers say government dollars and purchasing power could be used to shift the agriculture and food system. So here with more on this is Senior Director of Communications and Media Relations with the Ohio Farm Bureau, Ty Higgins. Thanks for taking the time this morning.
Good morning. Good to see you.
Great to see you as well. Now, are we as a country not putting enough emphasis on the healthy food options and crops that our own farmers are growing here in Ohio and other states?
Well, as we have these conversations, it's always important to start with the understanding that no matter the size of the farm, what that farmer grows, all farmers collectively are why we as Americans enjoy the safest, affordable, and most abundant food supply in the world. And farmers are always looking for ways to do better. But any meaningful conversation about improvements have to ensure that we can continue to meet the diverse nutritional needs of the nation. And healthy meals start with healthy farms. So to keep affordable, nutritious food on Americans' tables, we need to have the tools in order to protect those farms. We saw some really good strides with that just in the past couple of weeks with the passage of the One Big Beautiful Bill. That included updating some of the Farm Bill provisions that give farmers some certainty and protections from things that are out of their control, like adverse weather and market factors. So as this conversation continues, we are starting to see some improvements on the policy side as far as our food system is concerned.
Okay, so I do want to talk about the impact of that bill and the current agriculture and food system. So currently, does our current food system within the U.S. focus on profits or foreign-owned groups rather than the interests of American farmers and families? And does that big, beautiful bill that you mentioned help shift the focus towards our American farming families? Tell me about what that dynamic is like.
Yeah, well, first, 97% of the farms here in Ohio and across the country are family owned. So when we talk about provisions in the Farm Bill and talk about protections for farmers, we're talking about the vast majority of them being family farms. That's an important first point to make. And a lot of these provisions that we saw in the One Big Beautiful Bill are for crop insurance, for safety net programs, for those things that really farmers have no control over. So we are starting to see those provisions that needed updated because those are from 2018. Everything has changed since 2018. So that update in the Farm Bill through this One Big Beautiful Bill is certainly welcome to farmers. We also need to keep in mind that the Farm Bill is for all types of farmers. In fact, $20 billion of the Farm Bill are for specialty crops, right? The liabilities in the Farm Bill under the insurance program go for those fruit and nut and vegetable and small grains growers that normally would not be in the Farm Bill. And we're looking to beef up that part of the Farm Bill as we get into the later part of this year and early 2026, because we're hoping to see a completely new Farm Bill from the 2018 version as lawmakers get back on the Hill after the summer recess.
So talk to me a bit more about how this possible upcoming bill could help to beef up that industry, shifting subsidies towards healthier crops, maybe investing in regional food systems. Is that all part of the plan?
Well, in a way, yes. As I mentioned, we're trying to beef up the way that the Farm Bill helps those specialty and smaller farmers. But the one thing that people may not realize is that even though it's called a Farm Bill, 80% of that Farm Bill is for the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP. So in essence, those dollars for those low income and those people in need that are in that program are meant for fruits and vegetables, right? So when you're giving them money to buy those types of crops, I think I would say the subsidy kind of rolls downhill in that way. You're giving people the power that normally wouldn't be able to buy healthy food, the funds in order to do so. And then those farmers in turn see that income as well. So 80% of the Farm Bill is actually a food bill, but that's also important to farmers who see the end result at the end of the day.
All right, Ohio Farm Bureau, Ty Higgins, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate you joining us.
Thanks, Meredith. Have a good day.
Of course, you as well.